Hello guys, so I'm going to show you a very simple way you can use to create your cryptocurrency wallet so that you can use that wallet to receive your payments from the SixPods.com. All right, so it's very simple. Before we get on, I want you to understand that cryptocurrency has several platforms that you can create your wallet on. All right, we have the Binance, we have the MetaMask, and we have the Trust Wallet, and so on. But in this example, I'm going to use Trust Wallet, and Trust Wallet because Trust Wallet is decentralized, and it also has a lot of security features that will ensure that your assets or your money is safe. All right, so you can use other wallets like Binance, like MetaMask, and so on. All right, but in this case I'm going to go ahead and use the Trust Wallet platform. All right, so to do that, all you have to do is to go to your Play Store. I know everyone knows how to locate his or her Play Store. So right now I'm on Play Store, so I'm going to go ahead and search for Trust Wallet. All right, so I'll go to the bottom of the page and tap on the search button, and I'll type Trust. All right, Trust. So if I begin typing, you will see that it will give me a suggestion, and that is the name. So I just tap on Trust Wallet. Once I tap on that, it brings me to this page. In your case, you are going to see install. All right, the reason why you are seeing open attached to the Trust Wallet is because I already have the app installed on my phone. But if you are doing this for the first time, you are going to see install. All right, so you just tap on install to install the app on your phone. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open. After installing, you are going to see open, so you just tap to open, and once you tap on open, it's going to bring you to this page. It's going to bring you to this page where it will tell you to create a new wallet. All right, create a new wallet. If you already have an old wallet, you can also import it to this place, but in your case you are going to tap on create new wallet. And once you tap on create new wallet, all right, it's going to bring you here where you are going to select a 6-digit pin. All right, 6-digit pin. So make sure you type in a pin code that you will always remember. Please take note. Type a pin code that you will always remember. So in my case, I'm just going to go ahead and type a pin code, and it will ask me to confirm the code again. I've typed it for the first time. It's asking me to confirm. So I'm just going to go ahead and confirm. And once I do that, it will ask me whether I want to I want to add a fingerprint, or I want to scan my fingerprint, or add my facial, identity, or what have you. All right. So I can deny and I can confirm. In my case, I want to use fingerprint, which is already on my phone. So I'm just going to tap on confirm. And once I tap on that, it will ask me to put, my finger on it to be able to verify. So once I do that, it brings me to my wallet. All right. So there we go. Right, so it says brilliant, your wallet is ready. So you can see how simple it is. Very, very, very simple. You can create it in less than a minute. So it says fund your wallet. I can deposit from Binance or any other sources. All right, so I'm not going to fund my wallet. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and tap on skip at the top right. So once I tap on skip, it's going to bring me to my new wallet. All right, so this is where you are going to use you are going to see all your assets, all the funds that you have in your wallet. This is where you're going to see them. All right. Now, how do you get your wallet address so that you can go to SixPods and place the address there? How do you get your wallet address? All right. So if you look here, you're going to see receive. All right. You can see receive. You can see from Binance. You can see with card. So if you want to fund your wallet with card, this is where you're going to come. You tap on with card. If you want to receive it from Binance too is another wallet, another crypto wallet platform. You can tap there and it's going to take you to a page. All right, but in our case we are not going to use any of those ones. We are going to use the receive, okay, where you can also use the barcode. All right, so this is it. So I'll just tap on receive, and once I tap on receive, it's also going to display all the currencies that I can receive money through. But in our case, we are going to use USDT. All right, USDT, USDT, USDT. So I'm just going to tap on USDT, right? USDT, USDT, and all the USDT wallets on the platform will appear. But remember, we are going to use either, okay, so let's go back to the SixPods platform, then we'll come back here. So I go to SixPods. This is the SixPods platform. I sign in, and I'm going to show you something very critical. So after creating your wallet, we are now going back to SixPods. All right, we are going to SixPods, and once we are on SixPods, we go on the menu, the top right corner, we tap there, and then we go to finance. Once we go to finance, it brings us here. So it says that what? Saved payout wallets. All right. So this is where we are going to place our payout wallet address, so that whenever we want to withdraw, we'll withdraw to that wallet. Okay. So you can see that it says USDT 3RC20, and the second one says USDT BEP20. So you can have all those wallets, all right, those are two addresses, but you can have one or you can have both. So let's start with the first one, which is the TRC20. All right, so I tap on add address. Once I tap on add address, this is where it's going to bring me. So TRC20. So let's go back to the wallet. All right. So once we come here, it's asking for my fingerprint again. So I tap on it, and that is, so I search USDT again, and this is where we are now. Once you are on the USDT, once you tap USDT, there's something very critical that you need to understand. All right, something very critical you need to understand. Okay, and what is it? Let me go back and do it again. So let's go back to our wallet home. So this is the home of our wallet. So I'm going to tap on receive. So once I tap on receive, I'm going to search USDT. All right, USDT, and this is what I'm presented with. Now the first one here is, you can see Ethereum attached to it. So we have USDT Ethereum, USDT Tron, USDT BNB, USDT Mega, USDT Solana. So these ones are all, crypto, blockchains or platforms that you can, have your USDT address. All right. But in our case, it is either TRC20 or BEP20. All right. So the second one is what? Tron. That is the TRC20. All right. So we have TRC, we have Tron here, and then we also have Tron here as well. Then if we want, we can also use this one, which is a BEP20. So you can see. All right. So as I've tapped on it, you can see USDT BEP20. It is the same one on the SixPods network. So I just tap to copy. All right, I copy the address, then I go back to SixPods. In this case, it's the BEP20 wallet address that I copied. So I just tap and I paste this wallet there. You don't touch anything. If you change even one character or one letter or one number on this address, just remember that you are going to lose your money. All right, so just tap and paste it as you copied it from the the wallet. All right, so I now click on what? Save and set as preferred what? All right, so I've saved. So you can see that I've now saved my USDT wallet on my BEP20 address. All right, so that is it. I can also add the TRC20. So I go back there again. All right, it will ask me to confirm my fingerprint. Okay, so I go back, and then if I want to use a TRC20, I look for TRC, that is the Tron. All right, so Tron is here. So I tap on it, and let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so this one is not Tron. This is not TRC20. So I go back. I think it's at the top here. I think it's this one. Okay, so look at it. TRC20, USD TRC20. So I copy, right, and I go back to SixPods. You can see TRC20 into brackets Tron. So I just tap and I tap on paste, and the address is pasted. You don't change anything. You don't change anything. Then I click on what? Save and set as preferred. So you see that I now have two wallet addresses. So I have TRC20 and I also have BEP 20. So whichever one that I want, I can use. All right. But for now, the TRC20 is my preferred. So that is it, guys. That is how to create your crypto wallet, and that is how to what to place the wallet on your SixPods back office. All right. So I'm just gonna put my fingerprint again. So that is it, guys. So we go back to the wallet home. So we are at the home now. All right. So this is the wallet. Okay. This is the wallet home. So whatever funds that you have is going to appear here. So let's assume that I do a withdrawal on my SixPods wallet. If the withdrawal is processed, once I come here, I'm going to see it, among all my assets. All right. So I'm going to see it among my assets. Okay. So that is it, guys. So you can just explore the back office. You can just explore, right? So if I tap on here, okay, so this is it, right? So these are all the cryptocurrencies that we have on the market. All right, this is your home. All right, this is your home. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a withdrawal in the next video to show you how this thing actually works. So if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll answer them. Okay, so it's very simple. You go to Play Store, search Trust Wallet, you install, you open it, then you just tap on create new wallet, and then once your wallet is created, you will come to the back office and tap on receive. Once you tap on receive, you will going to see a lot of crypto assets. All right, you just search USDT. All right, USDT. Once you search, it's going to bring you here. You need only the BEP20, that is BNB, and then Tron. So the second one here is BNB. I just tap on it and it brings me here. I copy the address. If I want Tron 2 is the one following. Okay, it's like they are always among the top three. Okay, so I tap on it and you see TRC20. I copy, then I go back to my SixPods and I enter them. So right now, if I want to withdraw, I'll show you how to withdraw in the next video. But for the sake of the avoidance of doubt, if I tap on withdraw right now, all my wallets will show. All right, and then I enter an amount. Okay, minimum is $10. So assuming I had up to $10, I've just entered it. It will calculate how much I'm going to receive. That's $9. And then I click on review. All right. I click on review. I click on review. All right. I have insufficient funds. So I click on review and then I commit it and my withdrawal will be processed by admin. So once it's processed, I come to my wallet. I'm going to receive it and then I can spend it from my wallet. So thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next video. Bye.